Now, this video right here was very hard to make because you probably think that the books that are going to make you the most money are the books that teach you about money. But in reality, that's not true. The reason I have all the money I have today is because I read one book that had nothing to do with money that's called The Giver. This book taught me that basically reading can be an enjoyable experience. Till this day, I thought that basically reading was for nerds and smart people, and I was neither. So I was like, it's hopeless. But when I read this book, nothing to do with money, I figured out, yo, books can actually be fun, and that led me to the idea of reading over 200 plus books. Then second, the book that changed my life and my direction forever is actually this one, The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho. And guess what? This book, again, has nothing to do with money, but it made me make some big decisions in my life that I'm happy I read this book. So obviously, if you limit yourself to just reading books about money, you'll get good with money, but in the sense, when it comes to a millionaire and becoming very rich and wealthy, millionaires have other characteristics and basically abilities that don't just surround yourself around the money stuff, okay? If it makes sense. They can talk to people, they have communication skills, they're very likable. All these things play a factor, especially if you want to be a complete person. So this video is going to be strange because I'm not just going to be giving you, hey, here is this book to make you rich. No, I'm going to tell you about a rich person and the book they mostly recommend when it comes to getting wealthy. So everything is kind of proven by showing you the most important books that rich people recommend you actually read. Now, as always, guys, like this video. On top of that, also, if you're new here, subscribe and hit the bell to get notified because I do have videos on investing and making passive income. Now, the very first book recommendation is going to come from Warren Buffett. Now, obviously, Warren Buffett has a net worth that's over $100 billion now, I think. So he knows what he's talking about. And he says, when it comes to getting wealthy, there are two main factors. First, what you do for work and that you actually enjoy it. And then second, who you actually choose to marry. Imagine doing work that you basically hate. It's very hard to get wealthy doing it. Imagine marrying somebody that has completely opposing views when it comes to money than you do. She's a princess, you make money, you spend it on her. How do you accumulate anything, if you know what I mean, okay? It's nearly impossible. So when it comes to the book recommendations here, I would recommend these 4 books right here. First, you have Boundaries. That is a great book when it comes to relationships. Second, you have The Sacred Search. Also a great book. And then third, you have this very little chapter in the Bible. It's called Proverbs 31. And that chapter right there kind of gives you an idea of what to look for when you're looking for a wife. And then number 4 is you have Tap Dancing to Work, okay? And this in a way is a bunch of articles from Warren Buffett, and it kind of creates like this outline and biography of his entire life, which gives you an idea of why it's so important to look for work that you actually enjoy and to practice that work. Again, if you have a wife that is completely on the opposite end of the spectrum, in reality, you're probably not going to be rich. And on top of that, if you do work you don't enjoy, you can't provide a good service, you're probably not going to be rich, okay? So these books right here will help you out. Now, number 2 is Charlie Munger. And I'll keep it short because Charlie Munger is someone who is known to keep his words very short. And by the way, Charlie Munger is worth also in the billions of dollars, and he's basically the famous partner of Warren Buffett. Now, overall, he says when it comes to getting rich, it's more simple than people think. It's all about letting compound interest do its thing and not actually interrupting it. So when it came to the book recommendation for this, Charlie didn't say it, but I'm telling it to you right now because it's the one that's most appropriate to this concept, and it's basically The Psychology of Money by Morgan. Now, why do I recommend this book right here? It's because when it comes to money and compound interest and letting money run its course, the most important thing is the mind and how you think about money and its approach. So that book right there teaches you exactly how money works, the history of money, the best way to invest. And it gives you a very healthy dose of how to invest money without feeling like you're basically living off of nothing, okay? So that right there, Psychology of Money, is one of the best books when it comes to understand that concept of compound interest and what it is to let money do its job. Now, number 3 here, you have Dave Ramsey. Dave Ramsey is worth, I think, like around over $700 million potentially now. So the guy knows what he's talking about. Now, overall, Dave Ramsey's concept is very simple. He basically believes that you can get financial freedom without taking on leverage, because leverage is a way to borrow money, use other people's money, right? But in reality, it increases your risk. And whenever you increase your risk, it could also increase the potential of you having to go back to zero. And for the average person, that's probably not the best idea. So if you can achieve financial freedom in, let's say, 15, 20 years, that's a lot better than the average person, because the average person never achieves it in the very first place. And one of Dave Ramsey's all-time favorite concepts is the idea of paying off your debt and staying debt-free. And then you save for emergencies, you start investing, you worry about your family, you always give to charity. And it's this very good concrete lesson and principles to live by when it comes to finance. So yeah, I do agree with that concept for mostly the average person, and you can become the average millionaire by basically following that structure. So completely agree. Now, when it comes to books here, I would read The Total Money Makeover, which, by the way, is by Dave Ramsey. And the reason I respect Dave so much is because basically this guy had a lot, lost everything, and he had to rebuild. And you know what I love to do is learn from other people's mistakes, because I don't want to have to learn from losing everything. It's a lot better to conserve what you have and build it up over time than it is to take on unnecessary risks to get money that you don't have and you don't need, to risk what you do have and what you do need. That's a quote by Warren Buffett, which is very important too. Now, number 4 is Jim Rohn. Now, as you guys probably heard, Jim Rohn is basically one of these all-time famous self-motivation people, and he did all of these famous speeches, and I listen to him basically every single morning. And he believes that when it comes to getting wealthy and getting rich, the most important thing you can basically work on is first on yourself, and second on the service you deliver to people. Because in this world, the only way you get paid, the only way you can make money is by delivering a service to somebody. Now, depending on the quality of service, you will get paid different amounts. And if you go to work in your job, you will get enough money to basically live. But if you work on yourself, you can make a fortune, and that's a lot better. So overall, Jim Rohn's favorite book when it comes to money and finance and all that stuff is basically my favorite book too, which is The Richest Man in Babylon, which that book is incredible. But he also has a book called The 7 Strategies to Wealth and Happiness, which I must admit right now, I have not read it, but I do have it on Audible, and I will be reading it this week and probably make a book review very soon. So stick around for that, and basically subscribe to the channel so when it comes out, you get the review about it, okay? And yeah, here it is. I think, yeah, I have it here that I actually bought the book, okay? So Audible, and by the way, if you want Audible, I have a link down below. When you click the link, you get 2 free books, and that's the one you can basically get if you want to. Now, number 5 is a man you probably never heard about, okay? But this guy is also wealthy. Well, was wealthy because he passed away in an unduly car accident. And by the way, everyone I mentioned here is wealthy. All these people kind of share the same the same feeling of the way you actually accumulate wealth. And I don't think any of them would disagree with any of the things I'm saying here. Now, his name is Thomas J. Stanley. And Thomas J. Stanley basically believed that Americans have a fallacy when it comes to who the rich people basically are. And that basically means that we all have the wrong idea when it comes to who the rich basically are. A lot of us think that the rich are the people that are flying private, that have the luxury vehicles, that have the big houses, and have the pretty wives. But in reality, the average millionaire, to kind of summarize it here in a very kind of detailed way, the average millionaire, guess what? They drive Toyotas, they're 57 years old, and they let money do its thing, and they're very frugal, and they marry people that are usually, well, wives that are usually cheaper than they are, okay? So it's this concept that's refreshing, that gives you a lot of hope to actually know that the average person that's a millionaire, they have a 9-to-5 job, and you can also accomplish it, okay? So he has 2 books that I love, absolutely love, and changed my life. And the first one is The Millionaire Next Door, and the second one is Stop Acting Rich, because at a certain point, I was doing a lot of dumb stuff, okay? But then I realized that why am I playing this game when that's not the game people play to get to the goal that I want, okay? So overall, guys, those are 5 different millionaires. And some of these guys are obviously billionaires. And those are the book recommendations that they basically offer you. And if you want to get rich, obviously, you got to take advice from the wealthy. And overall, if you notice here, it's not just money, but it's also the psychology, the understanding, and the actual proof of who the rich people basically are. It's like a full concept. And that's why I didn't just want to make a list of books that make you money. Oh, read The Intelligent Investor. oh, read this book and that book and this book and that book, because overall you get a little smart, but if you don't know how the mind works when it comes to this game, you won't last long. That's why a lot of people can be very smart, make a lot of money, and then lose it. And it's like, what's happening here? Because they don't have a complete understanding about how the system and how the game basically works. To make money, you need certain skills. To keep money, you need certain skills. To multiply that money, you need certain skills. And that's what I was trying to give you in this entire video right here. Hopefully it helped you, okay? Now guys, comment down below and let me know also, what's your favorite book of all time? For me, it has to be the Bible first. Then you have The Richest Man in Babylon. And then third, you have You Can't Hurt Me by David Goggins. Those right there are my 3 favorite books of all time. But comment down below exactly what your 3 are, okay? And as always, guys, up here is another video. Over here is my face. Go subscribe. And over here is Instagram. Follow me on Instagram at TommyBryson. And as always, Long Term Team officially out.